Hello, fellow runners, and welcome to the Running Amok podcast. I'm Meg, and today I'm here with my two amazing co-hosts, Heidi and Roemer. Today we're going to be talking about our race recap. We've included some other videos of our races, but this past weekend we all ran a bunch of different races. Roemer and I ran the Holyoke St. Patrick's 10K. Heidi ran one race in Miami 2 weeks ago, and then, the Eastern States Half Marathon last weekend. So she has two different races. Roemer and I, we did the same one. So let's get into it. Who wants to start? Roemer, maybe? Because you didn't do any videos or anything. Yeah. We'll start with you. He can use some of my footage.
Yeah, so I usually volunteer for that race. Friends with one of the race coordinators. Mm-hmm. So we pass out shirts and stuff, and we get to run the race for free. So we got there. It was, 8 o'clock in the morning, and get things all set up. And that was probably the busiest race the busiest year that it has ever been. Mm-hmm. They ran out of shirts.
It was insane. The crowds were crazy. Like, we ran up this hill and you could see them for miles. Like, it was really wild. Mm-hmm.
I
really cool.
I got to get the numbers on it, and we'll try to run those across the screen or something. But I think there was, up until race day, I think there was 400 more people registered than normal.
Oh, we have some. Come on in here. This is Roemer's son, Small Roemer. He's on the pod for the first time. What do you have to say, Roemer Jr.? Go ahead.
Starving.
Go ahead. Explain. What are you?
Yes. What are
I'm
you?
starving.
You're starving?
I'm hungry too, though.
You want something to eat for lunch?
Yeah.
Probably should have done that before we came down here.
It is 12:30.
Yeah.
Well, I got hungry when you doing your podcast.
Yeah. So, why don't you go grab a snack, some pop chips or...
Ooh. I just had these really crazy ones that older Roemer gave me.
Oh, those
Puffed
are good.
Cheez-Its.
I like those.
Do you like these, little Roemer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like them
Just
too.
like my sister named Emma.
Oh, your sister named Emma.
Yeah.
Does she like those too?
She's the girl.
Go
Roemer.
grab a snack and we'll get...
And I can also connect his phone to a TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very cool.
All right. See you later.
Bye, Mike.
I am not
Okay. Bye, Mike.
Anyways,
okay.
just needed a quick snack. All right. Back to the race.
Yeah, so we ran out of shirts, but the race was good. It was perfect weather.
So nice. It was like almost 60 degrees.
Personally, that was the slowest I have ever run it by a long shot.
I think with me too.
Yeah, and I was putting all the effort I had into it, so it was definitely a performance decline, but I'm not terribly concerned about it because ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
So, but that's a fun race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for me, the race was a little different. I wouldn't say mine was performance-based, but I drank a good amount of beer along the way. I enjoyed the sights. So, for anyone that hasn't run this race, it's really crazy. You don't have to drink beer, obviously, and, kids run it and everything. But as you run, people, throw you, full beer cans from, the side. So, if you wave at them, the crowd will be, they'll throw you a beer. Pinch the cup, pinch it. Right there, see that guy?
Cheers.
Crack it open. How do you feel? Mile 5 out of 6.
I'm waiting for the finish line.
He's drinking the beer. So I had a couple beers, some Jell-O shots. So it definitely was slower for me. It was a 10-minute pace.
Yeah, those are performance inhibitors.
Yeah. it was an enhancer at that point. Like, I was cruising down with a can of Miller Lite. Like, it was pretty good. I liked it. I don't drink very often, so that was fun.
Yeah. I've never drank and run at the same time. But,
Yeah. I did that 2 years before too. It's actually not that bad with like a light beer. Like it's not like you're chugging the beer. Just kind of like
when
sip
Matt ran it and had 2 full beers, I had to make sure that I finished before the kid that was drinking, which I did.
That was crazy. That video is on YouTube too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll have to link it in the notes. That's funny. That's like one of the OG vlogs, like with the old really shitty GoPro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a funny one. But no, it was good. It was Liv's boyfriend's first 10K and Diogo's first 10K. And they both did it just over an hour. I think it was like an hour and 1 minute or something. So that was pretty good. Yeah, it was good for them. Yeah, Diogo drank. Liv's boyfriend, he was focused. He was dialed in. It was his first one, and he like had trained. He was very ready for it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was fun. Nice to run a 10K with someone for the first time. I like doing stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. Anything else about that race? I'm trying to think if I saw anything crazy. Just a lot of shirtless men with like the green everywhere, the face paint.
I wore my kilt for the first time in public.
Roemer wore a kilt. I saw him and I was like, wow, you get it, Roem. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna wear it for the race, but
Yeah, you said it
even
was
just
falling down.
standing there volunteering.
It's
with
heavy,
that thing
right?
on, it's heavy. It's itchy, and I wasn't even sweating yet. So
Yeah, it's too
Were
much.
you wearing anything under the kilt?
yes,
Oh.
I had running pants.
He
on.
goes commando.
I hear.
Naked
I
under
hear
the
that's
kilt.
what they do under those kilts.
Whoa.
I did not. I didn't
Whoa.
even. I felt self-conscious enough just wearing the thing in public in the first place.
Yeah.
Although I've been kind of looking forward to it. I've had it for about 2 years now. And
Yeah.
I've never worn it for more than 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it was a good race. It was fun. I'm sad Roemer didn't get any pictures, no footage of himself, but
Yeah, not even the kilt.
no kilt pictures. What the heck?
Yeah.
Anyways, on to Heidi's races. So how was Miami?
Well, so the first race I had was the Miami half marathon. I went down with a friend of mine. His name is Randy. And
old Randy.
Good old Randy. We run together often, and we've bonded together over ultra marathons.
Harold.
Harold, yes, he also
Yes.
goes by Harold.
If you know him by Harold, you don't know him very well.
No. And he does not want you to know him if you know him by Harold. But Randy was my co-pilot down there. We had a great time. I enjoyed. I was just there. I did not train for the Miami half marathon, but
That's what you call half ready. That's
yes,
nice to be that way.
I was half ready. It was really warm. The race started at 6:15 in the morning, right on South Beach. And then I run over a bridge and then across Miami. The names of the communities are
The hot
escaping
spots.
me now. Yeah. So, but you run over another bridge and then you come back and you run past Muscle Beach. I
Whoa,
saw that.
did you
So
see mussels?
I saw mussels.
Oh,
I went on to Muscle Beach.
wow.
I showed my muscles.
Oh my God.
I picked up some dumbbells, took some
Wow.
photos. Yeah, yeah. So
that's
I
pretty
made that
cool.
experience about it. If there were any celebrities, I was not aware of that.
Do celebrities go to Muscle Beach?
Yeah, like
Really?
Arnold Schwarzenegger's been there. Maybe I'm thinking of the
I don't
West
know.
Coast.
It
but
really wasn't much to me. But anyway, yes, I completed it. I ran all the hills, which just consisted of the bridges. No, I had a good run. It was a good run. It was 70 when it started. It was really humid.
So that must be nice training in the cold, dry weather up here, and then running down the
Ooh.
hot, sweaty running.
Yeah.
Was that difficult for you think?
I'm not a good warm weather runner. Like when it's humid, I run much slower.
Yeah.
So leading into the race, the half marathon I did 2 weeks later started in Kittery, Maine, and ran down the coast on Route 1A along the ocean.
So this is like the Eastern States 20 miler, but the half marathon version. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I was supposed to do the 20 miler and again, still not trained.
Yeah. That's fine
So
though.
I knocked myself down to the 13-mile run, and
How
I
was it?
had
Beautiful?
a fantastic run. Yeah, I did this race last year, and it's just beautiful. It runs along the ocean, and you see the mansions. You see a lot of the
yes.
mansions running along, and I think it's pretty. It's a
Yeah.
nice race.
I
and
do love that one too.
I don't think it's very big. I'm not sure how many people are involved in it, but the 20-mile race, so it's a point-to-point, so everyone has to get on the buses at Hampton Beach, and then they drive you up to the starting point, which the 20 miles starts up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and then the 13 miles starts a little less. So my run was all along the ocean the whole entire way. So I pushed it. I pushed hard. I felt good. It was 40 degrees. It was raining a little bit.
That's kind of nice, though.
That's my running weather. And
a little drizzle.
Yeah, there was a little drizzle. There was a little hail at some point. The sun came out at some point. At the end, the sun came out, so I did come home with a little sunburn.
You have a little color.
Yeah.
That's nice, though. That's good. I love that race. Yeah. That route is so beautiful with the big houses and the ocean right there and the rocks and really pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. Then I turned the corner to go through the Hampton Beach strip, and that's when the headwind came on. So you can see in my race stats of how I was pretty consistent. Actually picked up the pace for a little while as well, and then mile 10 it was like wham, the wind hit me, and at one point I just wanted to walk, but I didn't. I trudged on through, but that half marathon was 10 minutes, give or take, faster than the Miami.
That's pretty good.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's amazing. Yeah,
it hurt.
Seriously.
It hurt. I pushed hard. It hurt.
That's good when it hurts like that, though.
It did. It felt really good.
It's a nice feeling.
That's how you get the runner's high after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had one. And my sister was my Sherpa there. And so she's
the best.
Yeah, she used to follow me around to a lot of races, and she hasn't done it in a while. So we made a weekend out of it. And she was there at the finish line. And they had some fantastic snacks at the end of the finish line.
Yeah, they had chowder there one time when I was there.
They had chowder. I didn't care for the chowder.
I'm a big chowder gal.
So Al is actually texting right now.
How many runners did he say there were?
I asked, but he hasn't responded yet.
Well, we'll find out. That's for the Holyoke race.
Yeah, he's reminiscing about how it was a week ago that we were awaiting the start of the race. What a difference a week makes. We'd be paddling kayaks over the course instead of using running shoes right now.
Literally. Okay, so it is not nice outside, if anyone knows what I mean. It is ice, like literally freezing rain. I can send Roemer some pictures to put in, too. I took some this morning. Look at the ice. All right, so I guess that's probably... Oh, Roemer, did he answer?
He doesn't have exact numbers. He says, I'll find out from Brian tonight. We're going to the party after the parade annual bash. Yeah, that's right. More drinking.
Oh, boy. So, anyways, I guess that's it for our race recap. You think that's good?
Oh, I'm thinking around 6,500, give or take.
That's crazy.
Between runners and walkers.
Wow, that's a lot. For Holyoke, that small little, like, city town?
Yeah, I think last year there was 4, if I remember correctly.
That's awesome. All right, so that's it for today's podcast on our race recaps from the past 2 weeks. Definitely comment below. Let us know your favorite races in the area. And thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Am I missing anything else?
Yeah, share with your friends.
Share with your friends. Share with your other running teammates, friends, community.
Guys.
Bye, guys.
Hey, girl.
Maybe just water bottle.
Oh, she's so pretty.